Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yesterday morning, you may recall we had some temperatures in the 50s, upper 50s. Well, now 65 the air temperature outside. That is caused by one thing. That number right there, the dew point value, the relative humidity. Well, the dew point value actually relates to very closely the relative humidity, and we're at 90% right now. So the dew point value has risen at 62. Yesterday it was 48. So that means there's more moisture in the air, a little bit more humid. And this afternoon, I think you'll feel that when the temperatures begin to rise. They'll get up to about 85 for a daytime high today as our winds now have a southerly component. That southerly component is going to be with us right straight through probably till, I would say, Monday morning. Winds initially will be out of the southeast and eventually switch even southwest, coming in right over Gulf waters tomorrow. Sunny today with higher humidity, 70 by 9 a.m., 73 by 12 noon, 85 degrees by 3 p.m. And I think some people will start to say, hey, this is beginning to feel a little muggy. Where's all that nice dry air that we had yesterday and the day before? Well, it's gone for a couple of days. Then as we head into the evening hours, 7 p.m., 82 degrees. Still, won't be in the 70 dew point values. We'll still be in the 60 dew point values, I think, as we head into the evening tonight. So it won't be too terribly bad. It'll definitely be stickier tomorrow. Drier air and cooler air back to the west. That eventually will translate east behind a cold front, which is setting up shop in the center part of our country. There is a threat of severe weather today, right in advance of that frontal boundary. And in fact, it becomes even a stronger threat as this high pressure ridge moves out into the Atlantic and our winds start to shift to a more southerly direction that draws up moisture right up in advance of that frontal boundary. And by tomorrow, that frontal boundary will be in the northern Gulf waters, and that will set up the potential for some very strong storms. Tomorrow, travel to the Atlanta airport could be placed in a little bit of jeopardy, especially in the afternoon as those showers and thunderstorms close in on that airport. So watch for that and keep that in the back of your mind if you're traveling to Atlanta tomorrow. Sunny, higher humidity today, stormy on Sunday as this whole frontal boundary ends up on our doorstep by Sunday afternoon, and then cooler next week as the front finally exits the state. Titan radar not showing a drop of rain around anywhere. It's a quiet day. Now here's the thunderstorm outlook as produced by the Severe Storm Prediction Center. We've been talking about the threat of severe weather just about all week long, and now as we get closer to Sunday, we start to be able to refine the chances for severe weather. And as I mentioned, in the center part of the country today in advance of that cold front, the risk is very high. A moderate risk is pretty high, actually, in terms of severe weather. And then that moderate risk kind of moves a little bit further to the east along the northern Gulf Coast by tomorrow on Saturday. And the majority of the energy lifts off to the north and to the east, but still the cold front advances through warm, moist, humid state of Florida on Sunday, and that risk of severe weather also moves with it. So we'll have right now a slight risk of severe weather across the state of Florida, which includes us, but that could be upped as we get closer to the day to perhaps a enhanced risk, which is even a little more heightened risk. Mostly for gusty winds, small hail, not so much for tornadoes, but still some of the storms could indeed be strong. Southwest wind developing, and over the course of the next several days, here's what we're looking at. It's going to be kind of a warm, muggy day tomorrow, I think, as the daytime high climbs to the mid-80s once again. On Sunday, 80% chance of storms. First alert weather day. Second half of the afternoon could be severe weather. That all clears out on Monday with temperatures falling. Next work week looks spectacular.